hold up. Um, yeah, that's what you need to do.
Sick.
Yeah. I still have
Oh,
the
dude. Okay,
option.
wait. I can.
Hmm.
I have the Xbone menu, and I'm like looking at the frickin' 360 menu within the game. This is like surreal. All right, enough of
Oh.
that though. What were you saying?
Okay. Well, did you join yet? Okay, there you are.
Yeah, I joined.
So, people, I'm assuming most of you are gonna watch this on YouTube because it's probably gonna have a clickbait title. Not gonna lie, because we're talking about Pokemon first, at least, and then we're gonna move on to other stuff. But this is gonna be a series that I do probably once a week because I honestly love giving my opinions about stuff. And it might be solo, it might be with a friend, it might be with a group of friends, and you never know. It's always random. This idea was inspired this morning at about 7 a.m. because I was streaming Borderlands and I was going on the hugest rant about video games, and it it just got to the point where I was like, you know what, I can make a podcast with someone or by myself and just talk about anything because I love giving my opinions about stuff. So, on episode one, the special episode, we have a legendary guest, and his name
No.
is John
John
Cena.
Cena.
Nice.
All right, we're already off to a good start.
But we have Mike in here. Say what's up, Mike.
Yeah. So, what's
Uh,
up, Mike?
I think Mike. Oh, we're gonna break the fourth wall. I'm pulling up my stream real quick. That ad was gonna be heard. Um, yeah. When are you gonna start uploading? Because if I link you in there and people sub you, they'll be like, "Where's his uploads? What's he doing?" Um. So, starting off with the podcast, we're back on Black Ops, dude. It's been forever.
Oh yeah, it has been a while indeed, but
Oh, geez, 10
yeah,
sensitivity. Rip. I gotta drop that shit.
yeah, I'm
Alright, we're
dropping
back.
mine. I had it at 6. Oh, dude, you know what I gotta get? I gotta be classic about
Gotta
it.
get the Olympia. Alright, so
Yeah, dude.
starting the topic for conversation. I said Pokemon,
Mm.
because Pokemon Sun and Moon are coming out. You recently watched the
Yeah.
trailers, so you know most of the
What?
stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I get you on that.
Let's just start for
Oh
the starters, because that was the first thing that came out. What do you think of the
yeah, yeah.
starters right now?
Um, well, I think I share a pretty popular opinion with a lot of people. When I'm pretty fond of Lit and Rowlet, but Popplio can just go screw himself because
See,
like it's like I love the water starters, okay, and they're usually my first go-to, but I can't with that guy.
I'm about the grass supremacy, and I'm always about picking the grass starter, which is usually the unpopular opinion. But it's about time that we're starting to get a fan
Again,
base
yeah,
just because of our starter for seventh gen. Um,
dude. I mean, it's fucking owl, dude. Bitches love owls, okay?
dude, but Skeptile's a grass dragon. Like, it has lightning
No, I
rod, so it like completely resists electric types. It does like a quarter damage. Like that's baller. But have you seen the leaks for the starters yet? Because apparently there was a leak that the starter's finals types were released, where Litten
yeah,
would
yeah,
evolve
yeah.
into a fire ground type, Popplio would be a water fighting type, and we all know Rowlet's a grass flying type. What do you think about these typings? I think it's kind of weird that they did a fire ground and a water fighting. Uh, Fire ground's been done with Nummel and Camerupt, I believe, or is Camerupt a rock type? I don't think it's a rock
I'm
type.
no, I'm pretty sure camera's a ground type.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we've already seen that going on. I just think it's really weird that they did that. I was really expecting a fire poison type, with the
Really?
yeah, because in Linton's like whole description, it says like it has a chemical where like it's first combustible, and when you think about that, you
Oh,
there's an
I
episode in
guess
the
like oil.
there's an episode in the anime, and I'm bringing up the anime, which is usually not a significant thing to use in an argument about this, but there's an episode where
Arcanine.
Jesse's Arbok used a move against a fire type. I think it was like a Magmar, and the Magmar used a fire type move, and it completely like exploded. And when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, dude, that's what like Litten could do. Like, it could evolve into like this really cool, like four-legged like cat, maybe like a leopard or something, and it could be like a fire poison type. Like, it has like the generic poison gas. It can learn like sludge bomb, gunk shot, stuff like that. But it's something like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
wouldn't
sludge wave.
expect. It's kind of like it has smoke coming out of its mouth, kind of like Torkoal has the whole smoke thing 'cause it's on fire. But it would have the smoke because it's poison gas coming out of it, which
Yeah.
I think the
I feel like it's
design
even
for
worse if
it.
it's getting heated up.
Oh yeah, I think the whole design for it could have been like it had the coughing skulls on it, where like randomly on its body had like a skull or something. It was kind of it'd be like a kind of dark black and red type. But besides that, I mean, Fire Ground just kind of seems really weird for a cat Pokemon. Um,
Yeah, it's definitely gonna become something crazy if it does fulfill the fire ground thing. And actually, that's something that's like that I feel like no one's bringing up. Like, how legit are those leaks? Like, I think that's something
yeah, we should probably
that we
go,
should think
dude.
about.
We should probably go.
Oh yeah, I should.
Yeah, I don't want to say that like these leaks are 100% because I honestly don't think they're 100% at all. But I still think it's just something to talk about because maybe it's right. You never know.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, I just don't think it's smart at all to do the whole fire ground. The water fighting's pretty unique.
I'm
That's
thinking that finally, like, it's
that's
like
like
the
an
firefighting, but like different.
it's like a Polyrath. I think Polyrath's the only
Yeah,
water fighting type, isn't it?
he is, and I always loved him for that.
Yeah, it's like a unique typing. What's its weaknesses?
Flying, electric.
Does it gain or does it lose weaknesses with that
I don't
typing?
think it.
Because it resists
I think it only
poison.
gains.
Wait, no, it doesn't resist poison. That's the other way around. It resists
I
dark
mean,
types,
it's
no?
already. That's true. It was already good against rocks, so that was a little
Yeah.
pointless.
Does fighting
What?
resist ground or no?
No.
Wait,
Fighting
let's
isn't good
see.
against ground,
It
but I
quad
guess the
re-
water helps that out.
it quad resists steel. It resists rock. All I know is it's weak to is psychic, grass, electric, and flying.
Flying.
So that's only four
Yeah.
weaknesses. I think that's actually pretty solid typing.
I
Uh,
think I always appreciated that typing more for its like offensive capabilities.
yeah.
You know, because like the fighting moves you can
Oh,
learn are like pretty sick and.
actually, think about this, because most water types are special attackers, except for
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Pokemon like Kingler. So what do you think Poplio's gonna do if it is a water fighting type? It has the special, assuming because it's a water type, but then it's also a fighting type, so it becomes a physical attacker. So you can have a mixed Pokemon out on competitive. That's kind of
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. It just, it would have to have enough options, well, like it when it's move pool and stuff. But I mean, it can be good.
I can see it now. Scald, close combat, maybe like Calm Mind. Most water types can get Calm Mind, right? I'm pretty sure most of them actually can get it.
I don't
Um,
know. Whenever I think of Calm Mind, I just think of my days using Gardevoir in Gen 3, just setting up with Calm
oh
Mind and
yeah.
sweeping through the Elite Four. Yeah,
Um,
but
but yeah,
I know
that's
like
it.
Milotic can get it.
Yeah, Milotic's like the biggest wall period like ever.
Hell yeah, dude.
um,
Like Aqua Ring,
Ocarina, it gets Marvel Scale, I believe that's
Recover.
the ability, recover. It's oh man.
Uh, I didn't know it got Marvel Scale. That's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that's its ability, right? Which
Maybe it's hidden ability.
that's yeah, that's what it runs on online unless it uses competitive, which I don't really see competitive Milotic users. Don't quote me on that. I believe it gets competitive. I believe that's the other ability, but I'm not
Oh,
so
I'm
sure.
opening this by the way.
Um, I'm gonna hit the box once, cause why not? You know.
Hey, dude.
Maybe it'll get. Oh, I want it. Oh, we're taking it.
When did you get a Poplio, dude?
Nah, dude.
Oh, did
Quick
you get the
scoping for
jacket
my
off?
quick scoping for my sniper fans out there. Oh god. Oh. Oh. Oh.
I'm just gonna grab this.
All right. Uh, it might actually it has so many like possibilities. Oh god, I was playing like an idiot. But it has so many possibilities as a water fighting type. Would you expect a fighting type to ever set up screens? Because think about that. One of the leaked evolutions for it, which it's most likely not legit, but it evolves into a magician, and
What the fuck?
that's just like one of the
That's
concept
weird.
arts for it, like because it starts off as
Oh,
a circus thing. So you know why not
yeah,
have the
yeah.
circus act evolve into a magician? So imagine if this thing got screens and it was a fighting type. That would
That'd be
like
pretty cool.
that'd be some pretty weird stuff. So you can either have a physical attacker, a special attacker. You can have a screen setter. Like it's got so many possibilities for it.
Yeah,
Which
so you wouldn't know what you're going up against whenever you
honestly, I
face it
think
online.
if they have screens on it, I think they're gonna make it a psychic type, or not screens. If they make it a magician, it would be a water psychic type, which is only Starmie, if I'm not mistaken. So either way,
Yeah.
with
I'm always tempted to say Golduck when that topic
yeah,
comes up, but I'm like, nope.
yeah, they should probably add psychic type to it because it should be. Like I don't think
It's
anyone
been
would
begging
argue.
for it for
I
like a
don't think
decade.
anyone would argue against like Golduck being a psychic type. Cause I'm pretty sure everyone thinks it's a psychic type.
Yeah.
But really, it has so many possibilities either way it goes. Water psychic, water fighting, and as a water psychic, I believe it also has more resistances than weaknesses. I know it's weak to bug, but it's super effective against poison, fighting, fire, rock, ground. Oh
Oh
god.
shit.
But it becomes weak to dark types, grass, electric, and bug.
I
So
never
I guess
really
it
thought about.
ties.
Yeah, it's strange.
Please get away from me. Thank God I got jugged. But I don't know. I think the grass flying is pretty unique. So I don't know what else we could say about the whole Poplio thing. Besides, it's
Yeah, I
going to be
mean,
really unique seeing it fully evolved and how it works in competitive.
oh, and another thing with just me, judging it, its final evolution will probably be something pretty cool, and I'm hoping it is. 'Cause if that happens, then I can easily forget, how dumb the
Like the
first
whole,
one looks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Rowlet, grass flying's only been done once with Tropius. So actually, just thinking about this, a lot of these Pokemon have only been done like once or twice with
Yeah, that is
just their
true.
typing. Grass flying was done by
Like,
Tropius, which I don't know if you knew this, but Tropius gets Dragon Dance.
I think you told me that actually.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
something
like no
really
one,
weird.
yeah.
Like no one thinks that Tropius would ever be a Pokemon to learn that. But grass flying, I could see it as a major special attacker as to physical. Give it like hurricane. Give
What,
it
Razor
a,
Leaf?
not yeah. Give it like no. Give it like energy ball. Give it like hurricane. Give it. I feel like for some reason it's got like the Noctowl vibes where it can learn like psychic. That's probably just me
Oh, and
relating
like
it too much.
hypnosis and stuff.
Yeah, for some reason, when you think of an owl, I think of just Noctowl and how it learns all those psychic type moves. And if it does get those, that's gonna be some OP stuff. It's weak to rock types, fire types. Electric does neutral damage, and ice type's quad effective. Besides that, I don't think anything else is super effective. Bugs are neutral.
Oh yeah,
Poison.
yeah.
Poison's still
Poison's good.
super effective, but there aren't many poison type moves that are really good besides like Sludge Bomb and Gunk Shot. And Gunk Shot's like 70% accurate, which is pretty bad.
Yeah, I never really even considered gunk shot. Ugh. I never really considered gunk shot like a very dangerous move. It was always like sludge bomb and sludge wave are the ones to watch out for.
Yeah. And they're both
And like, yeah,
special attackers, and how many poison types are special attackers? Not many. The region, how do you think it's gonna pan out? There's like 6 islands, and one of the islands you can clearly tell is where the legendary Pokemon's gonna be. And
yeah.
how do you think Zygarde's gonna fit into this whole thing? Because Zygarde is now confirmed for Sun and Moon, which is funny. Everyone's like Pokemon Z, Pokemon Z. Zygarde gets its
Yeah,
own
I
game.
know.
Nope,
I
it's in
thought that
Sun
was
and
gonna be
Moon,
a thing.
and it's a Megazord or a Doge. It's a Doge or a Megazord.
Dude. Yeah, I thought that was pretty like sick that they're finally bringing them back because I feel like people just finally forgot about them. Like they just finally gave up on the whole thing. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
now they
and
just shot them back.
it was so unexpected too, because it was at like the Taiwan Pokemon tournament or whatever, and they showcased it. It wasn't even like
Yeah, yeah.
widespread. It came out. I'd like to say the leak was about 7 a.m. Central Time because that's when I saw it. Great thing that I was streaming up until that point because I never would have saw that. But I was freaking the hell out because I was like, dude, oh my god, there's 2 new Zygarde
Yeah,
forms.
you're spamming the kick chat.
I was spamming the chat like, holy shit, what the hell? Pokemon just came out with like a random leak. It was just out of nowhere, no one was expecting it. And it showcases
I know.
Zygarde Doge, which has like a pretty cool move. I don't know if Zygarde has it normally. I didn't play 6th gen. Don't judge me. I played ORAS,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
know
play X and Y. But
the moves it did were pretty unique. Zygarde didn't really have any like very cool attacks,
yeah,
or at least not that I can remember. He was very
it
forgettable.
yeah, and now it has like this amazing like signature move where it like cuts a Z into the Pokemon, which I would assume
Yeah,
is a
that was badass.
that was when I saw that I was like, holy shit, like dude,
Yeah.
it actually has its own thing now, which again is just awesome. And something that's actually really funny, I put this in the kick chat also. I was talking to George about a week before this trailer dropped, and I was like, you know what I want? I want another Pokemon that's like Darmanitan, where it has a Zen mode ability where it starts off as like a major physical attacker or something, and then it like turns into a major wall slash special attacker. And then this Zygarde comes out, and you see it's in Doge form, and then it gets like completely bodied by I believe it's a Metagross or a it's a Garchomp. And then it turns into Megazord from Power Rangers and then completely destroys the Garchomp. Like, what
Dude,
the
that
heck?
100% form.
Actually, I'm confused on that though. 10%
What?
form is full health, and then like 100% form is like low health. That's what I'm assuming because that's what it showed in the trailer. Shouldn't it be the other way around?
I
Why?
wasn't paying attention to their health bars. Did the dog have more health?
Yeah, the dog was like full health, and then when it got lowered down to red, it turned into Megazord. I'm just gonna keep calling it
Oh.
Megazord. I'm sorry if people are gonna get offended. That's what it really is. Everyone's like Mega Zygarde. Well, you get Mega Z, but it's Megazord.
Um, oh, that's actually kind of a cool thing, because then it's like you're pushing him to his limit, you know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
like
and he goes like
that,
Super
that's
Saiyan.
how you
Like
set him off.
he's like last resort. Like I'm gonna turn into this giant badass fucking transformer thing.
Yeah, that's a cool concept.
Something we still haven't seen from Korokoro though. I believe this came out in the summer of last year, but they were like Zygarde babies. They were like little balls.
Oh, the
of just
cell.
Zygarde. Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know if
yeah.
we're ever gonna get something about that, but that was pretty unique, and I'm hoping we get something about that because maybe Zygarde can be bred. Maybe that's what that is. You can have a bunch of Zygarde
Or
Doges.
either that, or maybe that's like an item you find. You find like
Oh,
freaking
so it's
the
like Latios and
Zygarde
Latios,
Stone.
where it has its own item. whatever the hell Latias and
Yeah.
Latios had,
Well,
the weird things.
the Soldu.
Yeah,
Well, like I was thinking, like you literally like that's how you end up getting them is like through like an item maybe. I don't know, like you get it in like a lab at like some after story thing. I mean, it's
like
unlikely, but
Genesect.
I don't know. It's a cool idea. Yeah.
Tell me when
There
to
you
get
go.
it.
Oh, just get it now.
Something I'm wondering is where are they gonna put this in the story? Because I'm not just assuming that they're gonna have Zygarde as like, oh, you beat the game. It's like after he's just a random legendary and he's randomly sitting somewhere. I feel like he has some relevance in the actual story of the game because he
Um,
wasn't really a main thing in X and Y. He was kind of just there. He didn't really show
he
any
was exactly
purpose.
what you just just described. Oh yeah, here's this dude.
Yeah, it's like,
You know.
oh, here's this like legendary Pokemon. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think the design was that cool. It kind of just looked
Oh,
like a
definitely
giant
not.
larva from like a bug or something.
I literally named the one I caught Green Thing.
Yeah, because that's what it basically is. It's just a giant green and black thing. It looks like a giant bug. I'm
Yeah.
coming to you real quick because these I
Oh,
messed up my
alright, I got a
train.
huge train.
Actually, I think I could fight it off. I have an HK. Oh no, I'm hit from behind. Oh god, oh god. Okay, come this way.
Okay, just run, just run.
Um,
Alright, cool, we merged.
Uh, but yeah, it had like no purpose. I don't believe there was a movie after it. I don't keep up with the movies or anything, so don't quote me on that.
There was one on like Beyonce and then Genesect, and I don't think there was ever one on Zygarde.
See, this like Zygarde just wasn't a big thing, and I'm probably gonna get hate. There's
Yeah.
probably gonna be like someone that somehow finds this video and is gonna be like, "Oh my god, Zygarde's the best Pokemon ever. You're just fucking retarded." But seeing it at a, oh god, you're stunning the crap out of me, dude. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Oh shit.
Oh no, I'm okay,
Wait, can I
dude.
stun you with grenades?
Yeah, your grenades are stunning the absolute crap out of me.
I don't remember
Uh,
that being a thing. Crap, my bad.
yeah, oh god, dude, you threw more grenades at me. Stop.
Just don't
Oh.
walk on them, okay?
Honestly, what I was thinking for Sun and Moon is how Solgaleo, it's weak to fire
Oh yeah, he's
types,
cool as well.
and then Lunala is weak to dark types. So I was thinking there was going to be a third
Yeah.
legendary that counteracts both of them as a fire dark type. But no, now I'm thinking it's this Zygarde because they just were like, hey, here's cool Zygarde in both its forms out of absolutely nowhere. And it seems like when they showed it, it was in the same spot as Lunala and Solgaleo. Oh god, I can't say his name. But that's where he was in the trailer for that, which was like, oh, what are they doing with that?
I don't know. I didn't really find as much significance in that. Like, I was just thinking like, oh, that's just the spot they're using to showcase these Pokemon, but I don't know, maybe there is. But I actually never really gave much thought to like the kind of like, third tier legendary that
Yeah.
kind of pairs over the other two. That's probably gonna be Zygarde, but he's actually gonna be like cool now.
See,
That's good that he's making a
what
comeback.
what made me think about that is every region has a Pokemon like that. In Fire Red and Leaf Green, it was wait,
Well, actually, I was gonna say,
there weren't even
yeah,
main
in Gen 1
legendaries
it
in
wasn't
those
like
games.
that. Yeah,
Uh,
that started in Gen 2.
yeah, Gen 2 had it. It was
Yeah, Gen 2 had Ho, Lugia, and then Suicune.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gen 3 had Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza. Gen 4 had Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina, which, at my biased opinion, Giratina is probably one of the best designed Pokemon, period. The thing looks amazing.
Yeah, Giratina is cool.
And its typing is
Um,
cool. Like Ghost Dragon, what the fuck? You can't.
oh,
Just,
that reminds me actually. I got like this strategy guide for Diamond and Pearl because I actually got it before I got the game because I wanted the game when it first came out, but I didn't have a DS. And it also came on my birthday. Fun fact. Um, Anyway, and so I got the strategy guide through, and I looked through it completely so that when I actually got the game, I was like super well versed in it. And
yeah.
something the strategy guide said that was pretty funny
Is Heart
was
Home City use normal types?
no, it's like Giratina, it's Ghost Dragon, So it's actually weak to its own types. And I was like, damn.
Uh-oh. I remember in the strategy guide for those, it was like, go to the Hard Home City. Make sure to use normal types. And the Hard Home City gym was a ghost type gym. So what significance does this have?
Well, I mean, I guess you'd be safe if you think about
Yeah,
it.
but how would like, you wouldn't hit them? Unless you had like
See,
really
that's
random other moves.
whatever dude was writing that. He's like, you know what? They'll figure it out.
Yep, they'll figure out somehow. The normal type of Gen 4 is Bidoof. It's our Lord and Savior. They'll find a way.
Oh, by the way, at the beginning of next round, we should go to the teleporter.
Oh, yeah. At the end, let's save a zombie this round and get some guns then.
Okay.
Okay, topic for discussion. Every generation has a normal typing, and I would argue after Bidoof, every single one has been absolutely awful. A lot of people are probably gonna, like I said, because I'm gonna probably put
Yeah.
like Pokemon Sun and Moon discussion as the title of this, so people see it, and people are probably gonna comment, "Oh, Bidoof is absolutely garbage." No, Bidoof is actually good if you know how to use him. He's a good HM slave. He has a variety of moves. And no Pokemon are bad. Stop saying he's bad. He's good. All Pokemon are good. Shush. Some are just worse than others, which is Gen 5 and Gen 6 normal types. Do you think Gen 7 is going to have a good normal type in the beginning? I pray.
Well,
I pray.
honestly, I don't think the normal types have ever really been that good. Like I always thought Raticate was alright. Um, who the hell? What was it? Furret for
Sentret
Gen
for
2?
it? Yeah.
Yeah, no, screw them. Um, actually, I do like. I think like Linoon was the best one.
Yeah,
Linoon was definitely the best one.
actually, fun fact, Linoon was my first random shiny encounter. And I found it in my Sapphire. I had a shiny Linoon.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty cool.
It's
Um,
like green.
see,
I have a Linoon sticker on one of my Game Boys. Fun fact.
what I really like about the normal starters up until Gen 5, I don't know about like Patrat and all them because I hate them, so I'm not going to use them. All of them can learn like Ice Beam and Thunderbolt. Like they can learn some pretty cool moves.
Yeah, they really do like set the bar for normal type
Patrat
move
just looks
diversity.
stupid in my opinion, and Diggersby is like the
Oh
most
yeah.
disgusting looking Pokemon ever.
Oh yeah.
It's
I try to
Mega,
forget
or
he's
not
even
it's
a
Mega,
thing.
it's like final stage. Ugh, I just want to throw up. Like, I don't know if people like it. I know it's like somewhat decent for competitive, but it's ugly, its typing's ugly, it's ugh. Oh, I got a Galil, let's go.
Are we starting this round?
Yeah, sure, man.
Okay.
Um,
Um. Oh, I don't know if I told you. Recently, I've actually been really craving to play a Pokemon game. I think I want to try the Virtual Console releases of Gen 1. 'Cause I don't know. Those seem cool.
the virtual what?
The Virtual Console releases, you know, like the 3DS.
Oh, yeah. I don't think there's
Yeah,
anything
yeah, yeah.
different. I believe they're the same game.
I mean, yeah, but it's just like I don't know.
It's just like, oh,
I
it's
mean,
on
you
like
could
the
like trade
3DS.
with people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It'd
Currently,
be a
a
little
game
bit
that I'm
different. That's
playing
what
is Cloud
counts.
White. You know this. It's actually a pretty fun game. I haven't played it in a little bit. Um, but back to discussion about this. We're gonna
Oh
kind of
yeah, I
switch up
got a
the
little hot
topic
topic.
because we went from the story. What megas do you think are gonna be in this game? Do you think they're gonna bring any new megas, from like old generations? Because I would
I mean,
figure
yeah, I think they've always been fond of doing that.
I would figure they would possibly have a mega for their region, but I don't know what it would be. Because I wouldn't do the starters right away, that's just too much. Uh, I, I really hope they don't do some megas. I hope they just give Pokemon that need evolutions evolutions. Honestly, just do that.
Yeah, it's true.
Give
Like Tropius, like come on.
No, I think Tropius is like the one Pokemon that needs a Mega. I think it needs a Mega and it needs to turn into a Grass Dragon type. Because it can learn Dragon Dance, it can learn all these cool moves, but its typing's awful and its stats are awful. It just needs like a buff in basically everything.
Um, I can't really think of many megas that I'm really hoping for.
Dunsparce.
Except for
Mega
damn
Dunsparce.
it.
Always.
Hell no. All right. Um, I kind of want to see Mega Golem. I don't know why I'm so
Yes,
hyped for
dude.
that, but he just,
Mega
I don't know, it would just be so cool.
Rock Fire. The design could be beautiful. It's generic Sun
Yeah,
and Moon.
he can have like lava in his cracks, dude.
I'm surprised you didn't say this, but it's generic Pokemon Sun and Moon. What other megas do we need than a Sun and Moon mega? We need Solrock and Lunatone to get megas.
Oh my
Make them
God.
good. Make Solrock a psychic fire type and keep it at Levitate as its ability so it doesn't have that ground weakness. It would be so good.
Yeah, that's true. And you get its special attack just way
Yeah.
jacked up.
If not, if you want to like get rid of Levitate, whatever, give it Drought so water type moves do less then because it has like the sun up. It,
Yeah, covered spaces.
Lunatone, I don't know, make it like Psychic Dark type maybe. So
Figure it out, Game Freak.
yeah, I mean honestly, if you made Lunatone a Psychic Dark type, it wouldn't be weak to Dark. It wouldn't be weak to Ghost. It would be weak to Bug times 4, but that's basically it. Everything else would be like neutral or just completely garbage on it.
Aren't they? Are they both rock types at their core though?
Yeah, they're both rock psychics, which I don't think
Yeah.
they should be. I mean, I know it's generic, like they're rocks, but I feel like they should get rid of the rock typing if they mega'd and just make them like their base thing. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone who saw Soul Rock at first thought it was a fire type because it's based off the sun. And it learns fire
Yeah.
type moves. Like I'm pretty sure when you actually catch it, it knows fire spin. So you'd think it's a fire. No, 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 no. Lunatone, I don't know. I mean, I guess it makes sense it's a rock psychic type, but if you mega it to be the moon, it should be a dark type because it's dark outside when the moon comes up. Like just logic there.
Usually, yeah.
Just logic.
Oh, let's teleport.
Sure. Um, Something I noticed, which I would be glad to have a discussion about, is with the Pokédex. It showed 1% completed when the person had one Pokemon in their Pokédex. So does this mean there's only 100 Pokemon in this new region in the Pokédex? Because a lot of people didn't actually pick up on that. It actually has like the
I
percent
definitely
completed
didn't.
for it. It has the percent
That's actually really
completed
awesome.
for like the Pokemon you have, and it's at 1%. And the dude only has one Pokemon, which
Well, I don't want to like be a buzzkill because that is actually an interesting point. But all I think that really is that they don't want to put a point percentage.
oh
So,
yeah,
you just have
like
one at the
point
start. Yeah, that's
point like 3.145.
yeah.
This
It's
isn't
like
math class.
kids don't want
Stop
to read
it.
that.
Um,
But I actually didn't. I'm gonna look in the trailer again because I want to see that. I didn't notice that.
Another thing, Pokemon actually tweeted this. You won't be. Don't quote me on this because I don't know the exact words, but you will not be able to complete the Pokédex until you get Rotom in the Pokédex. Kappa. Kappa wasn't actually in there, but that means that Rotom Pokédex might actually be a Pokemon. Like it might actually be a new Rotom form, which
I
that's
thought you
kind of.
got the Rotom Pokedex just by default. I didn't realize you had a.
I believe you get it later on in the game. I think they just like displayed that at first, so it's like, oh my god, cool, we get a Rotom Pokédex, it talks to us.
Mm.
But there was a tweet that literally said you don't complete the Pokédex to get Rotom in your Pokédex. So I'm assuming Rotom Pokédex might be a base form of Rotom. Especially since it's only in that region. I would assume that maybe it's its own Dex Nav, or Dex Nav, it's its own Dex entry. Well, actually, about the Dex Nav, Rotom's our Dex Nav in that generation, because we actually have a bottom screen and it's Rotom, which is pretty cool. It
Yeah,
shows
dude.
like the whole map, like it actually gives us really cool advice, which is great for people who are just starting to play Pokemon. It helps them out, which is awesome. I don't know. I just found it really
Yeah, it's,
weird that they said that you can't complete the Pokédex without it. I mean, like it would make sense that like once you get it and it's actually in your Pokédex to help you, that it can be completed. But I feel like people take that too much in context, where it's like, oh, once you get the Rotom
oh, like you
Pokédex, you're
just need the
okay.
one.
Yeah, instead of like
Or
actually getting
yeah.
Rotom Pokédex as a capture. Um, I don't know. I just think that's really cool. What do you think it would be like an electric steel type because it's a Pokédex? I think that would
Electric.
be interesting
I don't
typing.
know.
I mean, it'd
Yeah,
be
but like when I
quad
think
weak
of
to
like raw
ground.
steel, I mean I'm not thinking of like a little Pokedex.
Oh,
But
hey,
at the
oh
same
yeah,
time,
it's this tiny Pokédex. Definitely the hardest titanium.
yeah, Bill fucking back-to-back titanium alloys.
Like you
No, but
throw the Pokédex and it like bounces off the ground, hits you in the face, and breaks your skull. Oh God.
and your fucking 10-year-old Pokemon career right there.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know what type it would be if it were a Pokemon.
Maybe just like a raw
Mm,
electric type. I mean, no Rotom forms are just raw electric, but Jesus.
yeah, it's true. I don't know. As long as it's not fucking electric water, I'll be fine with whatever.
Oh, dude, Rotom Wash. Oh God.
Just can't even talk about that.
Are there any features you want to see in Sun and Moon? Because I know there's some that I don't want to see
Hmm.
that a lot of people want to see, and it's a very unpopular opinion of mine of what I don't want to see. Not gonna lie, a lot of people will
Hit me.
disagree with me on what I would say I don't want to see. Uh,
Um.
do you want me to
Oh.
start on what I don't want to see, or do you want to start on what you want to see and what I want to see?
Well, I thought of something earlier that I wanted to bring up that I do not want to see, and that's just as far as trends go. Um. So with starting with the fifth generation, if you look at like since we were talking about the third tier legendaries earlier, has to do with that. If you look at like the contrast between like just the badassery Giratina and then like Kyurem,
Oh
it's like there's a
yeah,
huge drop there. Yeah, and they did the thing with Kyurem where they gave him the fused forms to kind of make up for
dude,
his original crap.
Yu-Gi-Oh, polymerization.
Yeah. And then and now they're doing the same thing with Zygarde. Oh, you can get it. Like he also sucks, but they're like, you know what, we're gonna make up for it with this like new form. I hope this isn't like a consistent thing they do, where they keep making
Yeah.
these dumb legendaries, yeah, and are just like, oh, we'll fix it.
Oh, we'll fix it in the next generation where it probably doesn't matter at all because we have new
Yeah.
Pokemon and everything. This is a very
Like that better
unpopular
not be a
opinion.
thing.
I don't want to see Pokemon following you in the new game. I don't want Pokemon to
What?
follow you.
Okay. What?
Here's my reason behind it. It was a very, 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 very popular thing in Gen 2. It's like, oh my god, I have this cute Pokemon following me. But I think it should stay a Gen 2 thing, make it unique, like how Hoenn had the whole contest thing. It's like, oh,
Oh, fuck.
that's a Hoenn thing. But then again, when you think
That was
of
also in Gen 4, though.
what's in for Gen 2 had the whole Pokemon following you. But I think if Pokemon were to follow you in Gen 7, a lot of people would like admire the fact that Pokemon follow you more than they'd admire the actual Pokemon or the actual game itself. Like, oh my god, I have all these Pokemon follow me. How cool. But it's like you have this cool region and such. Okay, I'm dead. So we're gonna have to start over, but
Oh. Damn, that was pretty bad compared to our usual games, but whatever.
yeah. But like I said, I think it just takes away from the game because a lot of more people would be like more hyped about the fact that Pokemon follow you than the actual game itself. And I think that's why it should stay a Gen 2 thing. The hype factor, and I think it should just stay there because, like, uniqueness. I think that should have just kept it a Gen 2 thing.
I don't know. It's like I feel like just how much I liked it doesn't make the unique part worth it because I really did. Like that was actually a thing I wished for
I
a
did too,
while.
but
Was like,
I don't know, just I want to like
Like
play the
it was just a
game.
nice little touch.
Yeah, I want to like play the game and be like, oh my god, look at this scenery, but not have to be like focus a lot on my Pokemon. Like, oh my god, I love the fact that the Pokemon follows me again. Yeah, like all this
Oh my
stuff,
god. Yeah,
but
like
then like completely
oh, what
forget
is it
about
gonna
everything
drop?
else. Yeah. Um, another, uh, another kind of unpopular opinion. I don't want TMs to be like infinite. Um,
Yeah, I agree with you on that, but at the same time, there's a plus and minus to it.
Yeah,
They're
there's a
huge.
plus and minus to it because it's like the minus is like you can just like jack your whole team full of like the best moves because of the TMs. Like you can teach them all hyper beam.
Yeah, it like it takes away that like feeling of like oh like I only get one of these, I have to freaking
Yeah.
teach it to the right Pokemon. Yeah.
But then it's like the good side is like you don't have to continuously do all this stupid stuff. And it kicked you because I thought it downloaded Moon for you, which it didn't. So
No, yeah.
whatever. But yeah, I don't
Actually,
know.
want to do Dead Ups Arcade?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, hold on, let me unlock it real quick.
This is a very, 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 very. I don't want to say it's popular. I don't want to say it's unpopular because I don't see a lot of people talking about it in their like what they want to see in Sun and Moon videos. I want more than one save slot because
Yes.
that would
Sake,
be
yeah, really.
that would be amazing. Like say you want to play the game all casually. Maybe it was a little bit too easy for your unlike or your liking. So you're like, you know what? We're gonna have a second save slot where I like maybe do a Nuzlocke on it. Maybe I like choose a different starter or whatever. But then there's also the whole like what if someone resets your game? Well, they don't because you have multiple saves. If someone wants to play it, they can just use a new save. Just give us like 3.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you actually know the reason why there's only one save in the original game?
I actually do not.
Oh, now I'll get to use some of my wisdom. All right, so basically, the first game relied on a lot of different hexadecimal values that would like layer over. So like basically like everything in the game from like a Pokemon or like in its level to like various items you found all had like number values. And since the game's old and just glitchy, a lot of these
Yeah.
numbers would kind of like overlap or wasn't enough space. So theoretically, uh if you had like too many names and like just too many Pokemons or Pokemon, um,
Pokemans.
like the game would not have enough space to just handle itself if you had two files with like a ton of Pokemon and like a ton of nicknames. So in order to like kind of circumvent this, so you can have like all the Pokemon potentially, they had to limit it to one save file. Um, and they just kept it as a tradition, which is kind of dumb.
Yeah, I would understand like the maybe like the first 3 generations, but now that technology's like really grown, it's
Yeah.
kind of like frowned upon in my eyes that they haven't made multiple saves. Like even just like 2. I mean, it's not gonna hurt. But besides that, um, I kind of would like to see this more like flying. You know how like ORAS had the thing where you were able to fly on Latios. I think that was really cool. I think
Yeah,
in
I know. My favorite part about that is they can go to like certain routes or whatever.
yeah. See, I think that like the generic fly cutscene shouldn't be like the Pokemon just flying you to the city. I think you should be able to like get on a like a bird, maybe like I don't know, you catch a Lunala and you can fly on Lunala or Lunala. Jeez. You can fly on it to city, like you control where it goes, like with the Eon Flute and Latios and Latias. Wait, what the fuck? How do you shoot again?
You
Oh.
boosted, bro.
Yeah, I was confused. I was like, wait, how do you play this again?
Hmm.
Um, But yeah, something like that. Another thing, because you brought up the hidden island stuff, apparently Rotom will show you stuff like that, like hidden islands and such. So those are still a thing. Uh,
Hmm.
I mean, that's pretty nice to know because I honestly like the whole island thing where you got like certain Pokemon, legendaries, stuff like that. But this region looks like there's going to be so much surfing, but
Oh yeah, yeah, just like Gen 3, a lot of exploration, because it's like it looks like a Hawaii type, like a tropical place.
yeah, that's where it's based off of. It's based off of Hawaii, if you didn't know that.
Well, is that like a confirmed thing, or?
Yeah, the
I
Alola
mean, yeah,
region's
it looks
based off
just like
Hawaii.
it,
It has multiple islands. It's, you know,
like the freaking palm trees and all that, and the not the professor, but the dude that's there when you're like get oh shit, I used nuke. The dude that's there when you get in your starter, he looks like some
yeah.
Hawaiian dude.
It's pretty funny because the Pokemon professors don't look like professors. Like they're all just like in casual clothes, like just completely
They're just
relaxing.
dudes.
Yeah, they're just like us. Um, I think that's pretty cool. Do you think there's gonna be another evil organization? I
There
mean,
has to be.
there has to be. What do you think the name's gonna be? That's kind of
Oh my
something like
god.
really hard to talk about because the names are so random. It goes from Team Rocket
Yeah, that's why
to
it's fun to guess.
Magma and Agua to Plasma to Team fucking Flare. Like what the?
Oh yeah, yeah, Team Flare. I was trying to remember what the 6th gen one was, but dude,
Team.
no, the best one by far has to be on the GameCube games, Team Snag'em. All right.
Oh
um, but
man. Wait.
yeah,
What?
it's just
Let's try to think
mhm.
about this logically. It's on an island, a tropical island, and then games names are Sun and Moon. Let's try to logically think of a name for an evil crime organization. Uh,
Team
team
Eclipse.
Team Tropics. Oh,
No,
that's
that's too lame.
yeah, that's really lame. Well, dude, Team Flare was kind of lame. They didn't even look like an evil organization by the clothes they wore. Like they just look like
Yeah, it's
fashion
true, but they were low key
designers.
trying to like kill everyone.
Oh, we don't talk about
But
that though.
uh, I don't know. Maybe like I can't. I can't. I'm trying really hard.
Same. It's really hard
Team
because like it's so
Team
unexpected.
Hawaiian Cake.
Oh god, Team Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah. Team
Um.
Bread. It's just a bunch of white bitches.
Oh jeez. Um. Since we can't think of that, what do you think about the whole traveling aspect on this region? Because it looks like you're gonna be taking a boat a lot. It doesn't feel like you're gonna be surfing more than you're gonna be boating because there's like docks on every island that like showcase where you'll go to the next island, which kind of
I don't know,
kill.
man.
It kind of makes me sad. Oh, the monkey. Oh, the monkey.
Yeah. Oh,
Kill him.
Cosmic Silverback.
Kill him. Wait,
No, I'm
what?
just going.
Dude, we could
Oh,
have
do you
killed
want me
him.
to try and kill him?
Yeah. Bonus
No,
from
whatever.
Discovery. Choose your path. Oh, dude, where are we going, man?
I always like to go left.
Um, Something that would have been really unique to this region is if the first gym gave you like surf. That's broken. OP. I get that because surf is base 95 damage, but it'd be really cool to just be able to like explore the oceans right away instead of taking a boat.
Yeah, no, that
You'd be able
accessibility.
to surf to each island, which hopefully you can surf to each island like later on in the game, and maybe in just the beginning you have to use the boats because you don't have surf yet. But I
Yeah, I'm
really,
willing to bet that you're gonna be surfing a lot. Like even in game, I don't how did I even in games where there really doesn't seem to be much water, I always find myself surfing quite a bit. You know.
yeah, Gen 3 I think
Yeah.
was like one of the best games because like you had the whole dive aspect. Like you can go under the
Oh yeah, you had a
water.
lot to explore.
Yeah. But then again, like I'm a whole nostalgia fag about that because I played third gen so much.
Yeah, I
I
mean
like
that's how I
absolutely
am
love
with
it.
Gen 1.
I feel like I'm like that for like all generations though. To be honest, the only generation I won't really back up is Gen 5. Not saying there's anything wrong with Gen
Gen
5,
Gen
but
5 does not have homies. I'm just saying. I mean, it's got like, some
it's got some Pokemon I like.
hipster
But I
fan
mean,
bases,
like,
but
there's some things about it that really are like, but like,
yeah.
you're not even battling a evil crime organization. You're battling a cult in that game. Like, what the hell? Oh Jesus
I really
Christ!
like the Team Plasma. Just the thing that bothered me is how they were like contradictory. You know, they're like, "Oh, we got a free
Let's kill him. Let's kill him.
Pokemon.
Let's kill
Use
him.
this Pokemon."
We got all these
All
spaz 12
right.
bullets on him. Look at this. Oh,
Oh,
what a
I just
bitch!
left.
What a bitch!
Should have just A bombed his ass.
I wish. How do you use nukes again? Is it like X?
Oh, left trigger.
Oh, jeez, I forgot
That.
about the boosts.
I mean, yeah.
Um, how many rivals do you think are in this game? Because I know for sure they showcased one, but there's also this
Oh,
mysterious
yeah.
girl.
Showcase too.
Yeah, but we don't know if she's exactly your rival, per se. We just know that she's
Uh,
kind of there. I would definitely go to say she's probably going to be another rival, but you can't,
yeah.
like,
They've
straight up.
been really fond of doing the multiple rival thing.
I hope it's not like X and Y, where there's, like, five rivals, like, oh, rivals left, right, and center. Here they all are.
Yeah, there was like five rivals, except there was really only one. The other four just sucked.
Yeah. Were there actually five rivals in that game? I was just throwing a number out there to try
Um,
to over exaggerate.
I think there were. Okay, there was I
There
forget
was
a lot of their names except for
Deshauna, the fat guy.
Shauna. Yeah, Shauna, the fat guy, the nerd, and then the one that people actually cared about, Serena. Um, Serena was cool as hell. Okay, so Serena, Shauna, fat dude, nerd.
That's four. So
I
okay,
think.
case in
Okay,
point.
so
There's
that's
four
four.
rivals. That's too many. I want
Yeah.
one meaningful rival. Um, I mean, I guess two would be okay, but I want like the Gary, Gen One nostalgia here. Um, anytime we
Oh yeah, I mean
played
Gary
Gen
motherfucking
One,
Rowe.
Gary always gave me like I was always scared of battling him because I always felt like what did I? Oh my god, I forgot you can die to
Oh,
those
you
things.
the electric boy hated that.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Um, especially this hits home to me. The Cerulean. Oh, do we have to go up the stairs? Uh, the battle before
Alright.
Cerulean, or not before Cerulean, but like when you're going to
Or
Nugget
just as
Bridge.
you, yeah, just as you get in it
That
or
battle
whatever.
was
Yeah,
always so intimidating to me because he had Pidgeot and all of his Pokemon were pretty high leveled, and it was just
that's
like,
true. That Abra though.
oh yeah. Um, that battle always got to me. Another rival battle that always like kept me on my toes was May, right before you go to Mauville City, because that battle was always scary to go into if you didn't pick Marsh or Mudkip or Torchic as your starters. If you had Trico, it was brutal because she had a steel type. Her
Oh, are you talking about on like the cycling road area?
yeah,
Yeah, that fight was always a pain. I get you,
that
dude. Even
because
with
she had a Combuskin and it's like you didn't really have much to counter that except for like a Talo, which might even be a Swallow at the time. But it still gets bodied by combustion, and it's like, dude, where's my
yeah.
car? So it's like, I referenced that yesterday in the Borderlands stream, and I actually had people that picked up on it, which is pretty funny. Um,
Good. I mean, it's not. I mean, the movie is just the title, dude. Where's my car? But
the movie's awesome.
yeah.
Um,
No. Um. Oh, shit. We're getting off topic, but
but
anyway.
rival battles, I don't know. After third gen, I felt like all the rival battles weren't really meaningful at all. I felt like they were all really
Actually,
easy.
Yeah, I kind of felt
Uh,
like that, except for one. There was one that, I mean, I thought Serena was okay, but there was one that really stuck out with me after Gen 3, and that was N. N was awesome.
oh, okay. I loved the sequence where you caught your legendary because say you had White and he had Zekrom, you caught Reshiram and then you guys battled. I thought that was really cool. But something I
Yeah,
didn't
exactly.
like
And he
about
like
that,
stands there and lets you catch him so you can battle.
yeah, something I didn't like about that though, is that they force you to catch it. Like you don't have an option to not capture Reshiram, you have to catch him.
Hmm.
What if you're like that hardcore trainer that's like, no, I don't need legendaries. Like I could beat you without them. What if you're that guy? What the hell? You can fall from that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, I forgot about
Um,
that. Honestly though, like there's such a small fraction. Like it's very rare that someone's gonna be like, I'm not gonna catch him. Like even if they don't plan on using them, people always go ahead and catch
yeah,
them. You know what I mean?
they always
Yeah,
Ash
like
catch them.
yeah, dude.
But I don't like how they like force you to do certain things. Like, I mean, if I don't want to use the thing, I'm pretty sure they also made you put it in your party. I don't believe in before that end battle. I don't believe they let you like put it in the PC. I think you actually had to like send one of your Pokemon there, which kind of sucked because like, what if you had like this baller team full of like the best
Well,
Gen
I
5
mean,
Pokemon, which they're probably five, if that. They're probably five good Gen 5 Pokemon. But
hey,
still,
Emolga is a good Pokemon, by the way. I will stick to that forever.
contrary, superior defines everything.
Okay.
Except for Smogon Bird, which was introduced later. God damn Smogon Bird.
Is that a name you just came up with, or is that like a popular name?
Other people might call it Smogon Bird. I know I love calling it Smogon Bird because of how broken it is. And
I mean, we haven't actually said its name, and we're talking about Talonflame.
talent. We're talking about talent, but I'm assuming if people watching this video like Pokemon, they know what Smogon Bird is, because every person that plays in competitive Pokemon knows that every single person uses a Talonflame.
Pretty much. It's what's that ability? I forget what it's called. Where flying moves have
Uh,
priority.
Prankster.
I just no no no. It, that's Klefki's. Dude, it was on the tip of my tongue. I think it's like
Wait,
Gale Wings.
yes, Galwings.
Yeah yeah yeah. Oh my God, that's that shit, dude.
Dude, honestly, it's such a like I don't even know. It's just I can't even like describe it because it gets Brave Bird, it gets Flare Blitz. It's got the most ridiculous attack
Yeah,
stat. It's fast. Like, give it a choice scarf and you're donezo. You're just done.
pretty much.
I remember this guy. A lot of PokeTubers do Wi-Fi battles, and this one guy has people send him suggestions, and some guy said only Talonflame team. So he did it, and like needless to say, he completely bodied the other team, and it's just like tank here. But we're getting way off topic 'cause we're talking about Talonflame instead of the other Sun and Moon stuff. I think there's one more thing I wanted to talk about. Uh,
Mhm.
Korokoro released Pokemon. You see the panda bear that I put in the chat yesterday? That was from Korokoro.
No, I actually didn't catch that.
This Pokemon has an ability where it cannot be statused unless the status is sleep.
That's
Wait,
hilarious.
do you
Oh
know how
crap! I keep forgetting. I'm
do you know
sorry.
how broken that thing is though? Cause imagine if it gets a setup move for attack, it can't get burned.
Oh, and he can't get paralyzed either.
It can't get anything except for sleep. So what if
And
it's a bulky
honestly,
Pokemon too? Like you can't
it's
toxic
not like
it.
sleep. Sleep is one of the less popular status afflictions because most moves that trigger it aren't
Are
like
really low
that
accurate.
reliable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
unless you're
like
using
you can also
Dark
wake up
Void,
from it.
you know, Dark Void OP.
Okay, yeah. God, my brother would always like complain about that when he was on Pokemon Showdown. It's like people just fucking use Dark Void all the time. Like, yeah.
Um, but I mean, I guess it gives what's it called? Oh, I'm down. I don't know how you get revived in this. But I mean, it gives sleep
I don't.
more priority to use it online now. Drop a nuke, dude.
Nah, I think it's good. I got it.
Oh, you got a
Oh
attack
shit! I got the
helicopter
helicopter.
inbound.
Make this a
Um,
Pokemon Nintendo.
oh yeah, man. Um, oh, okay. And this Pokemon, they also released another Pokemon, who is a dog. That's what it's. That's what it's like made after. Can't confirm that because, but I mean, like I'm pretty sure. Uh, everyone would go to say it's a dog, but it's a rock type, and it looks
Rock
like
Dog.
you get it in like the beginning of the game. So it's like Shades of Gen 2 where you get a rock type really early. In the Onyx.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, are you talking about the Onyx that one trainer trades you,
Yeah.
or?
And technically
Yeah, dude,
Gen
I mean,
3
how
if you
else are
want
you
to
gonna?
consider this early. I mean I would consider early game, but you have the whole Nose Pass Geodude and the Granite Cave in Dewford. But I mean you can't really get Nose Pass till you beat the third gym.
Yeah, that's not early, dude.
Uh, but I think that's really unique because I don't think they gave an ability on it, but they did say that it's a rock type and it's a dog. So I mean, I think it's gonna. What did I even die to? All right, whatever. Oh wait,
Probably
what the
electric
fuck?
pool.
I'm alive again. Whatever. Uh, but I want to see what they. I think this generation actually has some pretty solid hype and designs behind it. Because so far the Pokemon we've seen have all had pretty amazing designs. With the legendaries, with this new dog, the panda. Bam! I think it's just, I think this region is
Um,
actually just gonna be pretty amazing altogether. Not trying to just be like, oh, I'm just really hyped for fun. I just honestly believe it's gonna be really. I don't have nukes. Oh, but I have that though.
there
Oh,
you
but I went right into the
go. Nice,
whatever.
nice.
Jeez. You know what? I won. Winner can press A to skip. I'm a winner.
Whatever.
Actually,
Dude, what type of Pokemon would Cosmic Silverback be?
Jesus. Um, it's actually
Fight. Yeah.
June 12th when we are recording this. Which, if you didn't know, E3 is actually tomorrow for Xbox, and it is 2 days for Nintendo. Nintendo's actually opening up with Sun and Moon, if you didn't know that.
Wait, seriously? Because they said they were
Mhm.
only gonna show Zelda.
No, they're opening up with Sun and Moon. They know how hyped it is and how much everyone wants to see it right now.
Yeah, they're like, shit, we gotta grow a brain, guys.
Yeah, so Nintendo is actually opening up with Sun and Moon, which is amazing.
That's
Hopefully, we
good.
get some gameplay. I didn't mention
Yeah.
this when we were talking about things we want to see, things we don't want to see. I want side missions like Ruby or Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And I want
Yeah,
another
I'm not very
beginning
familiar with the
thing.
Delta.
I want another beginning sequence. Remember how the Ruby and Sapphire remakes had like the whole demo before the game came out, where you got the Mega Stone for Glalie and such?
Oh, that
I
was
want
cool.
something
I
like
like
that
that.
too for Sun and Moon. That would be really cool. Um, I don't know what they would do for it, but that's like the
That's
excitement
what you're talking
behind it,
about.
because we won't expect it.
Yeah, like a little
Um,
beta.
to kind of switch up the talk or switch up the whole podcast about, um, let's switch to just E3 in general. Um, Me and you are both pretty big fans of the Halo franchise, and Halo Wars 2 is actually having a beta this week, which it just came out of nowhere. We
Yeah,
never
I
we never
mean,
really got news about it, and it was just like, oh hey, Halo Wars 2 beta this week. Like,
this is the thing.
um, I know myself, I've never really been a huge fan of the Halo Wars series because I'm not like a straight up like nerd and guy that's like, oh, fucking you bought the wrong thing in the beginning, die, you suck at this game, don't play my game, you insuperior
Pretty,
human being.
pretty much George in a nutshell, and I'm talking about my brother and our friend.
Yeah, honestly, Halo Wars 2, it's like these people, like, don't get me wrong, I love like strategy games where you have to like think about what you want to do, but Halo Wars is like on such another level because everyone that plays it, don't get offended if you see it. I don't really know. I don't want to like. I should probably put a disclaimer about this, like, don't get butt hurt when watching this. These are just opinions. But
Yeah,
most people who
slap that
play
on the
Halo Wars
description.
are so aggressive, and if you mess up one thing, they will kill you for it.
That's kind of why I never got into it. Like RTSs in general are just really stressful
Yeah.
for me.
Like, I mean, I don't get me wrong. Halo Wars had a great campaign, and I would love to play Halo Wars 2 campaign. But I probably would never play multiplayer for it because everyone on it is apparently Pinky in the brain. They are the brain. Um, more E3 news. Mass Effect. Mass Effect.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Uh,
I'm a big fan of that.
I am. I'm not really a huge fan, but I did play the Mass Effect games, so I will say that I'm kind of hyped to see what Mass Effect's doing. What are some games that you want to see come out at E3? Because I've already seen
Um,
like a lot of the games that I want to see already like be confirmed for E3, which is really nice.
I want to hear about Borderlands 3. Like, where is that?
Yes, yes. Borderlands 2 came
Yes.
out 2012.
12. Yeah. Oh my
So
God, I
and
remember that like it was
the
yesterday.
Yep, and the remakes came out 2015. But remakes aren't, I don't want to say they're not as hard to make, but they basically have like a system to work off of with them. With the old games, they
Yeah,
just
true.
gotta like tinker with it a little bit. And what I mean by a little bit is I mean like way less time than if they were starting from scratch.
Well, at the same time, well, I would hope they would use a new engine, because like
Yeah,
a lot of people, yeah, flagged pre-sequel as a copy of Borderlands 2. So I mean, it'd be nice to see something fresh.
yeah. So Borderlands 3 would definitely be a game I would love to see. But I don't think Borderlands. I don't. The pre-sequel wasn't on an E3 release, was it? I believe Borderlands 2 was. I don't believe the pre-sequel was though.
Yeah, pre-sequel just kind of came out of nowhere, and it
It kind of
came
was
out, and
just
I
like,
played it, and it was good.
yeah, it was kind of like,
I
hey, we have a game, play it. Like, okay, Borderlands, I see you. Borderlands 3
I
is
actually have heard a
definitely
lot of.
go.
Oh, I was gonna say I heard a lot of rumors that pre-sequel was made as like a tie-over. Like Borderlands 3 was like, this is just people were saying before even the pre-sequel came out that like Borderlands 3 was like in development alongside the pre-sequel, and they just kind of shoved the pre-sequel out there to tie people over.
Kind of just like
And
happy, like make people happy.
yeah, and due to how they did use the same engine and just a lot of the same styles from Borderlands 2, I can see that being like a possibility. I really can.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just hoping that whatever they, if they really have been working on Borderlands 3, it's gonna be something to remember since they've been
I
putting
mean,
this much time into it.
Borderlands 2 really left off on a note that like it's like, oh my god, I want to play Borderlands 3. Because if you haven't played Borderlands 2,
Or you mean
you
pre-sequel?
no pre-sequel came before Borderlands 2. I'm going like chronological order of the stories.
No, but it was currently, you know what I'm saying? Like there was
Yeah,
the current scene pre-sequel, yeah, at the end.
yeah, but I wasn't going much off of that because here's what I was going off
Oh, okay.
of. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. The pre-sequel
Mhm.
is before Borderlands 2, and it ends with uh, the soldiers, which for some reason you don't see Roland, which confuses me because Roland's dead in Borderlands 2. So that was like a weird throw off to me. You don't see him in the pre-sequel, but the pre-sequel comes before Borderlands 2 does. So
Yeah.
you see
Oh shit,
the
we should get out soon.
yeah, we should probably leave now. You see the alien save you guys, and you're like, oh, he saved us. That leads us to the next game, and he said something about like you're gonna need all the help you can get.
Yeah,
But
there's like
Borderlands
a war
2,
coming.
Borderlands 2 ends on the note of, oh my god, there's so many more vaults. We gotta explore them. So, Borderlands 2's ending, I guess, is conflicting with the pre-sequel's ending then? Or, no, the pre-sequel's be conflicting. Because Roland's dead in the pre-sequel, but that's before Borderlands 2, which he was alive for the most part, and then at the end he died. So I'm confused by that whole thing. I have no ammo at all.
Oh, I have like no money. Shit, I gotta close debris though.
Oh, there you go.
Actually, wait. Roland was in the pre-sequel though.
What?
Roland was in the pre-sequel.
Not at the end?
Oh, not at the end.
Because you see, Lilith is just in the beginning. It's Lilith and her, like, Crimson Raiders who are holding Athena hostage. But at the end, Mordecai and Brick come out. And they're like, wait, you can't kill her now. But you don't see Roland
Yeah.
at all. Like, there's no real, like, actual, like, vision of Roland being in the pre-sequel besides the whole thing of him being at, like, the club and helping you and such. But the cutscene is at Sanctuary, and Sanctuary isn't in the pre-sequel. Oh, that actually kind of makes sense
Oh,
now thinking
shit,
about
what
that. It changes. Okay. Wait, this makes a lot more sense. So I'm gonna assume that Athena possibly got captured at Sanctuary after the events of Borderlands 2, but all the events in the pre-sequel happened before Borderlands 2. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, that makes sense. I was confusing that for myself and probably you.
It's okay. It's like 2 in the morning,
So
right?
basically, Borderlands 3 would
Oh,
be
fuck.
all these vaults and then the alien and such, and we would probably see the heroes that we have previously seen from the other games. And hopefully, they make it really cool. I don't know about you, but in my opinion, Borderlands 1's boss wasn't that hard, the pre-sequel's boss wasn't that hard, but Borderlands 2 had a pretty difficult last boss, so I'm hoping Borderlands 3 has a pretty hard boss as well.
I don't know. I thought the first time you played on the Warrior was a little tricky, but afterwards I always thought it was a piece of cake.
Yeah, that's how it
Just
was.
because
for
you can
me,
learn how to
but,
cheese them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Oh, actually, Borderland. You know what? Hold up. Is it okay if I go on a rant for a little bit?
yeah, go for it, man. It's a
All
podcast.
right, all right. Dude, the pre-sequel's final boss. Oh my god, I hate that thing with the burning passion. Like, I really had a lot of fond feelings like playing the pre-sequel, but up until the end, or kind of like the last 75%, I feel like things just really slowed down, and like that was the final boss fight was just kind of like the turd icing, on the cake.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, because it was just so lazy. Like, it just kept regenning, like, its health or its shields over and over, and it was the same kind of boss, but you just fought it multiple times. Like, I hate that. So,
um,
I needed to blow off that steam, because that
actually,
drove me nuts.
if you want to be completely real, technically the final bosses of each game were Crawmerax, Terramorphous, and then Irijira, which Irijira out of the three was the absolute easiest boss to kill in the world. Like, no questions asked. It was easy. Crawmerax and Terramorphous are pains in the ass.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the Borderlands community can admit that if you're not cheesing them. That Terramorphous is pretty
Oh, you should hit the
stupid.
elevator, I don't mind.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, God. Wait, I hit it. Use it. What are you doing? Use.
Oh, we're dead.
No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not.
Okay, okay.
Dude, we gotta turn on the power this round. Just Let's go.
Just
Um,
gun it.
I remember first time fighting Cromrax, I was like, holy shit, this guy is nothing to be messing with. Terramorphous, same thing. Giant ass
Yeah.
Thresher, level 50, completely destroys you with beams, rocks, whatever the hell he wants to hit
The
you with, he has it.
I mean, the quest is called "You Will Die." Seriously.
Yeah. Um, but then the pre-sequels boss was pretty awful. Didn't
Wasn't
really
the
have.
pre-sequels raid boss just the final boss, like reskinned or whatever?
No, I mean the raid boss was technically the last boss of the game, like the giant fucking I
Yeah,
don't even know what the hell to call her. The giant
the weird
bitch. We'll
thing.
just call her giant bitch because that's what she was. Giant bitch that had like three different final forms and it just was annoying.
Yeah.
Borderlands one had Cromrax, like I said in the DLC. Borderlands 2 had
Oh, I took the
Terramorphous.
elevator by the way.
But what I was actually referring to was Irajira, what are they called? I can't think of what they're called. The crawler thingies that you fight in the beginning of the
Stalkers.
game. No, you fight them in the beginning of the game. The
Oh,
the
the
Kragans.
the,
It's a
the dog.
Kragan.
They're like the Kragan.
Yeah. Okay. So Irajira is a Kragan. Thing's just stupid easy to kill. It doesn't really have any signature moves or anything. It's pretty garbage. Cromorax was a crab worm thing that completely destroyed your
Yeah.
life and anything that you represented in your life. He completely killed it. Same with Terramorphous. I'm calling the elevator real quick.
Yeah,
Uh,
dude, cause yeah, I took it.
but Irajiro is just kind of like a letdown. So I'm hoping Borderlands 3 doesn't have. Can you call the elevator? Or does that cost points?
I can call it.
Oh, thank you. Um, Borderlands 3, I hope it's. Here's something that I hope that they do. I hope it's open world instead of fast travel. I mean, you can still have like the fast travels and all, but I hope it's like open world so there aren't cutscenes. You just continuously run or fly or drive, whatever. Borderlands knows they're all creative people. They all know what they're doing. I've never had like a real thought of Borderlands not being creative in a sense because I'm pretty sure every goddamn thing about their games is really creative compared to like everything else. Their enemies are all unique. They're
Yeah,
pretty,
the enemies and the kind of personality of the games are all pretty good.
yeah. So I've never had like a problem with that. I don't think anyone has because Borderlands is just like, I just butt jug. Please no. I evacuate
Yeah,
on the dance
I'm
floor.
probably gonna die.
Um, you want to get in the elevator? Last
Okay.
resort.
I don't know. I'm God, I'm running pretty low on stamina. I just took the ACT today, so
Yeah, I
I'm
got you.
calling myself weak. Um, it's not even that
Promos
late. It's
from
only
your
one
boy.
o'clock. That boy coming clutch.
Oh, that foul shot. The foul shot for the win. Um,
Fuck.
but I don't know. Borderlands 3 is one of those games. Something that I was talking to one of my friends about yesterday is Bioshock 3 or something on those lines.
Whatever the next Bioshock game is gonna be.
When did Infinite come out? Like 2014, 2013? I don't
God,
think.
I don't know.
I think it came out in
I think
2014. Either way, it's one of
I
those
feel
2
like
years.
2013.
I don't think it came out in
Yeah.
2015. Uh,
No, I was saying 13.
oh, I was gonna say. I thought you said
It feels
15. I
like it
was
was
gonna
a
say.
while ago.
Yeah, it feels like it was a while ago. So we're in like due for a new Borderlands or Bioshock game sometime soon. Dead Space. I'm a pretty big Dead Space fan. I definitely want to see another Dead Space game. Because Dead Space 3 was kind of a letdown in my opinion, but some people would say they liked it. But I mean, they're stupid. But it just didn't have the Dead Space feel. It wasn't really scary at all, which is like the whole game. It's supposed to be scary.
Yeah, that's the idea.
I think E3 this year is actually going to be really solid because they have so many like good games coming out. They have like everyone knows about like all these cool games coming out this year. Everyone's hyped for Pokemon. Like we finally got a new Pokemon game after a year of ORAS. A lot of people in the Pokemon community were saying that like ORAS was kind of boring after a while because it was basically like X and Y, just with like a little bit of added features, which I can agree with.
Yeah, I was not a fan of Horus. I feel like they took the original Gen 3 and just watered it down pretty hard.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like like I said, I'm a huge Gen 3 nerd, but it kind of it was fun playing it through the first time, just like the nostalgia factor. Like, yeah, I'm playing this game again. But then after one playthrough, it's like, oh, okay, whatever. We finally got news for that. Halo's dropping everything. I hope Halo 6 comes out at E3. I hope we see something for that. Not even like for
Already?
Halo 6 coming out this year. I feel like just seeing it, maybe have it come out next year or something. That would be awesome.
I feel like that'd be pretty fast.
I feel like it would too, because Halo games don't really come out fast. But the next update for Halo 5 is Firefight, and it's going to be the biggest update yet. And I believe this might be the last update for Halo 5, which is why
What?
I'm.
No way.
Yeah, there's already been like 6 updates for Halo 5 already. Not
Yeah,
even.
but you compare that to some games on
But think
I
about
don't
it.
know.
Halo games aren't known for having a lot of DLC. Like Halo Reach had like 3. Had like 3. Halo 3 had like 2.
I feel like if
Uh,
any game was gonna have this kind of thing, it's Halo 5 though. Like Halo 5's got microtransactions. It's got, 343's
oh,
being real edgy about this shit.
that is something I would love to talk about you and get your opinion on because I ranted so much about how awful Call of Duty is because of microtransactions and just how money hungry they are. Uh,
Oh, by the way, should I kill the car?
do you have to do anything? Because I mean, like, I don't.
Actually, wait. I don't know where the box is. I should probably hit that.
It's in the downstairs room with the power. Um,
Okay, I'm gonna go find it.
Here's my argument for microtransactions with Halo 5 versus Call of Duty. Halo 5 has free DLC, free updates, free everything. You don't have to buy like the Rex or the Rec Packs or anything. Oh, excuse me. Unless you want to. The whole reason why Halo 5 has microtransactions is because it's for the fans to support them if they want to, because they have free DLC. Call of Duty and Destiny. I will love to talk about Bungie. Did you hear about the new Destiny DLC?
No, I did not.
It's $40.
Oh my God, it's like almost the price of a full game.
Here's the thing. I talked to Jason, so I have a source for this. He bought the season pass for Destiny, $60. Okay, that makes sense. You usually get like 4 DLCs, which are $15 or whatever. So it's like, okay, that makes sense. Destiny's season pass only lasted for the first year of Destiny being out. So you have to buy all of the DLCs after the first year with actual money. And the first DLC was like $30 and the next one was 40. So if you bought the season pass and then you bought these 2 extra DLCs, you have spent $130 on DLC alone for that game, which
Oh
is
God.
ridiculous. Call of Duty games, Call of Duty's dead. I think everyone could admit that. I think COD can be saved, but they're probably gonna F that up real soon. Ever since they started doing games every year, they've basically ruined themselves. They don't really care about what anyone wants. I know that you're not.
So
a
like they've
huge-
always been ruining themselves.
Yeah. I know that you're not like really big in the COD community, but you can probably agree that would you rather play a game where everyone is jumping and flying in the sky, or would you rather play a game where everyone's on the ground shooting each other like a normal COD game should be? Because every COD game ever since Black Ops 2 has been exosuits and disgusting stuff, and it's awful.
Yeah, it's not really the spirit of what COD is.
Plus, Call of Duty decided to add microtransactions to buy a bunch of stupid stuff in the game. They put the dab, the hotline. They put the stupidest stuff in the game
Wait,
for
the dab is in Call
microtransactions.
of Duty.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure all of Black Ops 3's DLCs are $20 as opposed to like $15. Oh no, he stole my fail! No, you asshole! Get back here. Um,
He's taking my G11 and I don't even care.
uh, Wait, where'd he go? He just disappeared. Oh no, there he is.
He's coming after me.
I have 2 bullets with a stake. I'm like gonna die real soon. Um,
I got backed up on wall and I'm being stupid.
he disappeared. I don't know where he went.
But yeah, well, I'm just chasing him through teleporters.
Uh,
I don't think I'm gonna kill him.
I I don't want to say video games are gonna die, because video games will
Definitely
never
not.
die. They will never die. But a lot of big companies are getting so money hungry with like their games that it's killing video games. Um, Example
Yeah.
being like Call of Duty, uh, where they have a game $60 every single year, and the Infinite Warfare trailer. I know you heard about this. Has over 2 million
Oh
dislikes, and the creator of it had the balls to tweet out, I don't care what the ratings on the video say, we would never regress in what we're making. Everything is gonna like move on from what we've started. So they're basically saying that they don't care what the people that playing the game want. They're going to keep doing what they want, which is putting exosuits and flying in the sky and everything in the game, which eventually is just gonna lead them to no sales, and they're just gonna be done. Uh, Bungie, I don't want to say Bungie's dying because Destiny has a pretty good fan base, but I'm uh, dead. Don't
Oh
even
shit,
worry
where
about
you
getting
at?
me because we're on 5. Destiny,
Damn, good
ever
point.
since Bungie left Halo, I don't want to say it went downhill because like everyone had like hopes for Bungie. It's
Oh,
like,
what the
oh,
fuck?
what is Bungie doing ever since they left Halo? And Destiny came out. Destiny has a pretty big fan base, but the
Yeah.
amount of money they're charging for their DLC is probably getting to people like it's stupid.
Oh, I hope.
Yeah, I mean, then there's people like Jason who buy the DLCs all the time.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's how they operate. You know, it's like those people that are always gonna pay for whatever.
It's like, oh my god, the DLC comes out. Like, they don't even realize how much the money it costs is. Like, you can get a game for $40.
Dude, I'm just saying, like, my brother plays this freaking Star Wars mobile game,
Yeah.
and there's people on that mobile game that spend like thousands of dollars on microtransactions for it. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Uh,
Like,
I
they could be
think,
buying a used car with that money.
see, I don't want to say microtransactions kill video games. I feel like they're just overused.
Oh,
Because
definitely, dude. Yeah.
because if more games were like Halo 5, which I'm not trying to just like say Halo 5's all like it's god, but honestly, if more games were like Halo 5 where it gave like free DLC and had the microtransactions as like an option, where if you wanted to support the game you can buy stuff in game, that would be acceptable, but a lot of games just have microtransactions just to make more money. The DLC still costs money. Like, it's just ridiculous. And I actually said this in my stream yesterday. I kind of said it in a joking manner, but I kind of meant it at the same time. I said indie games are going to take over because indie games are actually pretty goddamn great nowadays. As, say, like Outlast and Layers of Fear, those both started as indie games, and they're amazing. They're both phenomenal games. And this isn't me just being like, oh, I love horror games, whatnot. Did it freeze for you?
Flagged out.
Yeah, it's like black screen for me. Um,
10 out of
but
10.
yeah. Um, but there's this game called We Happy Few that's coming out. It's coming out by indie makers. I'm pretty positive, and that game looks
Yeah, I think
amazing.
about that.
There's so many games that are coming out by indie
I
makers that
mean,
are like great, but
yeah, I mean, if you think of some of the most like coveted games on the internet, I mean, for a while, you know, Minecraft was like the big craze. That was an indie game. Um, you know, about well, more so like the end of last year. Like Undertale was like
Yeah.
the sweetheart of the internet. Yeah. So indie
It,
games are becoming pretty big.
and I really hope that they do take over. Not as a sense of like, oh, indie games are now hipster things. Let's all make indie games. Let's hire like really low budget people to make like games and whatnot. But honestly, they don't charge like stupid amounts for their games. They don't have stupid amounts for their DLCs. And they don't have microtransactions in them, which makes them great. Unless it's Minecraft,
But
because
then
Minecraft
again,
has skins, but you can get those for free on PC.
um,
It's only on like the consoles.
oh yeah, that's because Microsoft.
Yeah.
But then again, if indie games do take over and they become the big thing, they're gonna get power, and it's gonna be kind of the same cycle over again.
I hope
So
that that's not the
that's
case,
something
but
to
I see
consider.
what you're coming with. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like just as of our time right now, a lot of big companies are still like doing their job well, but there's just some companies that are really, really just in it for the money, and you can easily tell that. And I can't wait to just like see those companies just like crash into the ground because of how awful they are.
Yeah, I think EA is definitely at the pinpoint of that, but
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Except for
Um,
okay, a game series that EA has that isn't like that is Dead Space, and I think Mass Effect's even an EA game. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
yeah, it is. It's published by
Yeah,
EA.
like those two games are like probably the only two titles that EA has that don't release a game every single year. And
Yeah,
game companies that release games every single year, you are the worst. I just have to say you are the worst. Because those games
yeah, I
like
hate that.
they don't ever like introduce new things. It's basically like the new game, just with like maybe an updated roster or like a little change in game, but it's all basically the same game. And ugh,
Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about earlier, Pokemon almost headed down that track.
it almost did.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and then COD was down that track for a while, and now look where it is, and yeah.
uh, that's why I'm so happy that honestly 343 has Halo now because it seems like at first they didn't know what they were doing with Halo 4 because Halo 4 was like their first game by themselves. But
Yeah.
if you I don't think you knew this, maybe you did, but Halo 5 was in process of being made while Halo 4 was being made at the same time.
Oh,
But
that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
you can see the difference between these two games, Halo 4 and Halo 5. They're like completely different games in general. It's like while
Yeah,
they
very much
had
so.
Halo 4 out, they saw it's like, oh, people didn't like this or people like this, and then they tweaked it to Halo 5, and Halo 5 feels like such a great game. It's like, oh my god, um, just this game. Uh,
I
plus,
know it
it's
has a
like
special place in your heart.
it does. So does Pokemon, and so does like Dead Space. Video games just have a special part in my heart. Hashtag bars. Um,
Special part in my heart.
uh,
Yeah.
oh, good.
Uh, Definitely a big part of a lot of our lives, and it's kind of a great thing that brings us all together.
That's actually what I said yesterday. I said that video games are probably the biggest thing that draw people together, besides like maybe music. Um,
Yeah.
but
Like, yeah.
uh, it just feels like really bad thinking about like all these companies that used to be really good that kind of just got like obsessed with money. That are like, oh, we need a game
Yeah,
every single year. Ugh.
that's kind of how, well, not necessarily for the same reasons, but like, yeah, Nintendo's getting kind of like that too. Cause like, I don't know, do you know about like the amiibos?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, yeah, like freaking really hard to find at first, and then Nintendo saw they're catching on, so now they just overproduce them so hard, and it's pretty gross.
Yeah, it is. They're everywhere in stores.
Yeah, and like they make one for like every game. They made one game, Animal Crossing, Happy Home Designer. It was pretty much based around using them. And since there were so many Meepos, they don't even have like actual figures for them. They have like fucking cards.
Oh
Like
man.
that was a ball kick to me.
You know what? To kind of just randomly change the mood of the podcast. We didn't actually talk about this because I actually just remember this now. Um, did you know that there are QR codes for Sun and Moon?
No, I did not.
Basically, say like I had a Charmander, and you wanted that Charmander. So you want to see it in your Pokedex. You want to see where it is. If I gave you the QR code for it, you would be able to get its data, and you would be able to find where it is in the wild. It's pretty cool.
Oh, it's pretty sick.
I don't
Some
know if there's any other function for it
modern
because I don't think they
Pokemon.
released anything, but that's the only thing I remember about the QR codes. It's basically just like register stuff in the Pokédex. And apparently,
It's like,
Pokemon Go has a beta coming out to the United States too, if that's what the name of it is.
yeah, I was thinking about that recently. I
Go
was like,
outside,
what
catch
about
some
Pokemon
Pokemon,
Go?
people. Stop being fat asses.
Yeah, dude.
Ugh.
And
But,
dig up your old Pokewalker.
oh, dude, I actually found that yesterday.
Sick, sick. I still have mine.
Um, but since the podcast has died down, and I think we've talked about everything that at least I wanted to talk to on this podcast, I'm gonna say this is gonna be the end of it. Uh, People that watched it, thank you
Alright.
for watching it. Mike, it was
Yeah,
great
thanks
having you on here,
for
man.
listening to us. Oh
Um,
yeah, no problem, dude.
uh, if you, I actually wanted you to send me when I said that message to you yesterday, saying it's urgent. I just wanted the link to your YouTube so I could put it on my like little sidebar of people to sub to and stuff. So if you want to send me that, I'll put it in the description if people want to sub to you and wait until you upload content, because that'll be great when you start doing that. Uh, we can
Oh,
do
I
like,
did tell you that I planned on doing that in the future.
yeah, which
Yeah,
actually,
I was actually starting like my first script and everything, and then my computer broke, and now I gotta get back into it, you know.
uh, you do know you can upload commentaries from your Xbox if you wanted to.
No, that's pretty cool.
So I mean, if you want to just like maybe like do commentaries or rants about your opinions and stuff, I mean, I'm pretty sure people would love to see it because a lot of people love watching podcasts and hearing opinions and such, so they can compare. Uh, but
Yeah.
yeah, guys, I'll probably put Mike's link in the chat or link in the description of the video. So if you guys want to sub to him, you can. But this has been the end
Yeah, wait for me to make a
of
video.
I don't know what I'm even gonna title the podcast. Like, I feel like it should have an awesome like name, like Brothers to the End podcast. But that was used by Gold Glove, so I won't do that. I'll figure something out. Uh, dude, there's just been a black screen for like the past 5 minutes, so I mean,
Okay.
Black Ops.